Hey you guys, Kaye here on the homestead. I was going to make a video yesterday and it just didn't happen, and so this morning it's raining and I thought, all right, let's just see what the news is. That's always a risk, could ruin your day. And I sat down and I saw that Baltimore was trending. Sorry, my phone is full. I was saying that it hit the main pedestal by the side of the main expanse, but it was just incredible. It went down like a house of cards, like you took one card out and it was gone. And I thought, I just watched a number of people die. I didn't watch it in real time. It's after the fact. It happened in the early wee hours of the morning. And I thought, if it had happened, if he had left the harbor, was leaving the harbor in the daytime, he wouldn't have hit it. He would have seen it. But then there would have been a lot more cars on the bridge. And you could see from this vantage point, you could see the headlights of the cars going across, and it was just like, I don't know if the people in the car could see this ship. I mean, how can you know when you're on a bridge? I mean, I've always had a fear of being on a bridge, and just, I used to have this dream when you just come up and the bridge stops and then the river's down there, and it was just some green sort of Tennessee river where you can't see through the water, and that was a dream I had a lot. And so they couldn't know that it was headed for the pedestal, being on top of the bridge, but it almost seemed like they were speeding up to get across, And I instantly thought about, and I saw this in real time on television, and if anyone young is watching this, you probably can't even relate to a time when there was no internet, when you could see all these things repeated later. And we had the television with the mainstream news. That's it. And the newspaper. I lived in New York. I was standing. I said I was not going to use my phone anymore. I just thought, I just want to walk around and get out, because and it's full and it takes forever, and I just deleted like a gigabyte of stuff and it still has no space. So anyway, it's like, I need a new camera. I dropped my other camera, and so anyway, I just remember watching this explosion in the air and knowing that the people inside I saw the thing explode. So I was sure that the people inside were perished, and I was very upset. And I was scheduled to go get on the subway and go down and have my voice lesson, and with Silas, and such a great guy. Sometime I'll tell you about him. But anyway, I called him up. We had telephones back then, no cell phones. He had a phone in his studio. I called him up. I said, I'm just too upset to come for my lesson today. And he goes, no, just come on and come down here, and it'll be good for you. And so, yeah, we just have to get up and we just never know when our number's up, And so in my view, we better have everything in order. And those people going to work, they had no idea, So, but this is happening all over, all the time, every day. People are dying and getting killed, and wars and all of this, and it gets to you, right? Doesn't it get to you? It gets to me, and it's hard to be encouraged, when you see some of the stuff. This appears to be, I don't know if it's negligence or if it's just a malfunction, but anyway, these people lost their lives and the bridge is destroyed. Now, Francis Scott Key, I just had to look this up and remind myself, he wrote the Star-Spangled Banner. And the Star-Spangled Banner referred to the current flag in 1814 when he wrote it. The Battle of 1812 with the British had been going on, and they had Fort McHenry was bombarded in a 25-hour standoff with the British forces. And they said if they saw the flag being raised in the next morning, they would know that the Americans were victorious. And it did happen. They raised the big flag in the morning, and he went out. He was a 34-year-old attorney, and he went out and wrote this. He was an amateur poet, and he went out and wrote this song, which is now our national anthem. And so it's just, when you look at the lyrics and everything, it's so moving. And so I encourage you to look up the history of that. And of course, the battle took place right there at Fort McHenry, so this bridge was named, which goes across the water right there, was named after Francis Scott Key. So that bridge is laying in the riverbed, just like toothpicks. It went down like toothpicks. It was a continuous truss bridge, I think is what they called it. And when it hit the pedestal, the whole thing went down, just in a minute, not even a minute, probably. So anyway, guys, we have to get ourselves in a position of feeling like we have things in order, spiritually and physically. So I've been doing a lot of things lately to, getting all my preventative tests and all that sort of thing for your physical, and everything looks good except my cholesterol, which is historic. But there's no way I'm going to be taking no statin drug. Everybody has to make their own decision about that. That's the decision I made. And so, anyway, there's so much going on here. I have a new helper. He's 16, so I'm not putting him in videos and stuff. I have to talk to him about that. He doesn't know about the channel yet. But has a great work ethic, and it's so great to see that. Just he's homeschooled, so he's flexible. He's sophomore, and he can get his homework done, his schoolwork done in like an hour. And I'm going, wow! Think of all those hours we spend in class. You could be getting a skill, which is what he's doing. It's awesome. And so Randy came yesterday and did some tilling on the terraces. They were in bad shape, but he discovered that the soil is doing really well. Also, I'm still dealing with this problem around the corner with all the water right here. So this is the shop. No gutter. It's a problem. So I've got standing water here. Underneath there's a perforated pipe, but you see that either pushed up or it's too high. It's preventing water from going under the shop, but it's coming here and it's puddling up here. So there's just an issue with getting the water away from that area. So we walk around back here. Let's just see if water's coming out. We tested this with a hose the other day. Good grief. You've got to be kidding me. He put the hose on that the other day and it was pouring out of there. And it's just barely, well, I don't want to fall on these slippery rocks. But, yeah. Now, if that was, I'm okay. I'm okay. I did slip. Okay. I'm okay. I'm gonna have to sign off because this phone it's just filling up, and I don't know how to manage the phone files, and the whole technology stuff is just, okay, it did it again. All right, so I'm gonna go in. There's so much more I wanted to share. You know, I saw this great Oliver Anthony video, and I love this guy. He's so amazing. He's got such great morals and a message for the average American, you know? The vanishing middle class, the blue-collar workers, you know, it's everyone. He has a great message for everyone. And I'm gonna grab another camera and maybe we'll have another video in a little while. Listen, I hope you just think about everything. You know, we don't know how much time we have on this earth, and we want to do the very best that we can. And I need to take this advice myself. Believe me, I have so many things that are piled up, literally. Okay, thank you so much for spending this time with me. I'm gonna have to go in. God bless you, and I'll see you in the next video. Wow, I got all my plants in my sunroom watered this morning.